Yeah, absolutely, Jared. And one of the issues, of course, has been the ultra low humidity, which we'll talk about in just a second. Here's a satellite view, a recent satellite view this afternoon and this evening. So pretty explosive growth here. It appears we might have some pyrocumulus. That's clouds that essentially form from the heat of the fire. So obviously they'll continue to be battling this fire with the dry conditions and the gusty winds. Here is a camera from Lake Powell, and you can see from the boat ramp here looking off into the distance we have those hazy conditions. I did want to show you just how low this humidity is. So on the right side you can see recent relative humidity observations from the Grand Canyon. It's in the single digits, dew points in the teens. That is very, very low, and over the next day or two this may improve a little bit, but doesn't look like we're going to get a huge change. Maybe a little bit of storm activity coming through later in the week. Let's show you what we're thinking here for the forecast. So we're starting here at the Dragon Bravo fire for tomorrow. Again, here's the problem. It's hot, it's dry, highs near 90 at the Grand Canyon. Winds 10 to 15, but those gusts of 25 miles an hour coming from the southwest. And they'll be keeping a close eye there on the northeastern side of the fire. That's the one that's recently had that explosive growth. Let's take a look at what's going on with the white sage fire, and pretty much it's the same thing. We'll get the gusty winds coming out of the southwest. Again, nothing catastrophic wind-wise like we saw with those terrible fires in California last year where you had gusts of 50 to 60, 25 much lower, but still enough to make it difficult, especially with these dry and hot conditions. You can see the white sage fire high of 88 degrees tomorrow, winds from the southwest 5 to 15, but again those gusts up to around 25 miles an hour. Now, even though it does look like we'll get a little bit of monsoon moisture in here, maybe a few isolated storms, we do love getting rain to help with the firefighting effort. What we don't like is to get those scattered dry thunderstorms, which can add maybe lightning and kick up the winds and lead to those erratic winds. So it's something we'll have to watch closely as we head towards the end of the week.